My name's Khor and I am the CEO and founder of Peeplcoach. I was brave enough to take up the challenge to go to Uganda with the Hunger Project in 2012, and that really changed the way I approach business and my life. I came back from that trip and what I realised was that a lot of the issues that I was facing, a lot of the problems that I was worried about, a lot of my concerns and my stress were coming from things that were self-made and really not that important. And in fact, a lot of the problems that I was having, the women in Uganda, they would feel blessed to have the problems that I was having. And so I decided that I was no longer going to make excuses around, what's not going right or what I'm not being able to do. So I decided to change my life. I changed my business model and I went back to school and I studied executive coaching. I love the concept of a Japanese word called ikagi or ikagai. I'm not quite ever sure how to say it. But what that means is that it's the reason of being, and it occurs when what you love to do, what you're good at, what the world needs and what the world will pay you for comes together. And I feel that executive coaching is that for me. I know that coaching makes an impact. Over the years, I've worked with many executives, some incredible people, and I've seen the impact that I've made and they've made through coaching, the impact on their career, on their businesses and on their teams. And what I really love about coaching is that it empowers the individual to take control of their own life and to take the actions that they need to take to move themselves forward. So to me, coaching is really that ability to be the best that you can be. So I started my career in marketing. I worked with organisations like Kraft, Simplot, Australia and Hallmark Cards. I've started my own business in executive recruitment 20 years ago. And since then, I've been through mergers, acquisitions, demergers, embezzlement, building cultures, leading teams, firing people, and everything in between. So my first degree is a Bachelor of Arts with a major in Psychology and Criminology. I then went on to do a postgraduate in Policy Studies. Then I went on to do an MBA. In 2012, I did my postgraduate in Executive Coaching and Organisational Change, and most recently, I completed my LSI accreditation. But what I actually bring to coaching is everything. I bring all my successes, all my failures, all my strengths and all my weaknesses, and I bring them to actually share with whoever I'm working with to create the insight that they need to move themselves forward. I started Peeplcoach for a number of reasons. Firstly, I could see the impact that coaching makes on people. I've always had a coach myself. I've been very privileged to have access to coaches and mentors. And obviously as an executive coach, I saw the impact that we were making. So for me, it was around not, about does coaching work? It was how do I get coaching accessible to everybody within an organisation, not only a select few. As an executive coach, I literally only dealt with the most senior people in organisations because that's the way coaching works, right? And what I understood that is if we actually want true equality in the workplace, if we really want true diversity, innovation, creativity, and ultimately business success, we have to have equal and accessible resources to all, not only a select few. So my mission in life became to create a system, a program, a platform that made coaching accessible to all. And that's what we've done with Peeplcoach, with our cost model, with our program that we've created. Now there is no excuse for anyone not to have an executive coach when they need one. One that I'm living by at the moment is what's the worst that can happen, right? So whenever we need to make a decision, whenever we're faced with something, there's so many things that we think about as human beings, Will this work? Will it not work? Will I look stupid? Am I good enough? What will people think of me? Do I have enough money if I fail? You know, all those sort of things. And what I do now is I think about the worst case scenario if I go forward with something and it doesn't work. And if I can live with that, you know, worst case scenario, then I move forward. Step up and stop making excuses, or maybe the other way. Stop making excuses and step up. So I think COVID, more than anything, has shown us that life is short and life is precious. It's really important to be the best that you can be, and sometimes that's scary, sometimes you will fail, but failure at doing something that you really want to do and being the best that you can be is better than success that's safe. For me, I live my life as a life. So with life, if you think about your heartbeat, there's ups and downs, right? And that's what happens. Your heart goes up and down and it beats. There's troughs and there's highs, and that's the way, and there's good and there's bad and there's risks and there's success. And that's how I live my life, very much up and down. When you play it safe, when you're stable, when you're always in your comfort zone, for me, it's like a flat line, right? No color, no nuance. And actually when your line is straight, you're dead. And for me, a life being stable, safe, without any nuance, without any color or up and down is not a life that's for me. So I encourage people to, you know, let their heart beat a little bit, get out of your comfort zone, do things that are a bit scary. And if you fail, so what? You tried. And stop blaming others, step in and give it a go.